What's up guys, this is Anonymous from B15U. Today what I plan on doing is demonstrating QR Pro. If you read through the forums and you search QR Pro, you're going to see there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of misinformed people. I'm not knocking these people because back in 2006 to 2010 when a lot of these articles were written, there wasn't a lot known about QR Pro and the information that they had was pretty much correct. Is QR Pro tunable? No, it's not. Stillin says it's not. The Nismo shop says it's not. This, that, and the other. When in reality, it actually is. They didn't supply you with the USB harness. Perfect Power, who did SMT6, which is basically what QR Pro is, has a harness with the USB cable. You hook it up to a RS-232 serial, to a USB port, plug it into your computer, and download the SMT6 Windows software, which I'm going to pull up right here. Okay, this has two maps on it. There's map A and map B. One's valet, one is for power. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm just going to mess with the valet map. Notice how you got tins coming all the way down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load map. And we're just going to do, let's see, test tune. Notice how the whole roll went from -10 down to -9. Close out the program, just so you don't think it's a fluke. Load it back up. Switch over to ignition map. Boom. -9 all the way down. Load tune map. We're going to just go back to Stillin map B. Load that back up so everything stays stock. Go back to map A. Let's just go ahead and load tune map. You'll notice there's a 9 right here. Now let's back to 6. What I've just demonstrated for you guys is 10 years of people saying you can't tune it. Now there is actual video proof that yes, you can. Basically my point of this video was just to clear up a lot of the misinformation that had been posted previously throughout the last decade on whether or not QR Pro is tunable and whatnot. Is it better than SAFC? They both have their advantages and disadvantages. I went with QR Pro because of the fact that SAFC cannot pull or add timing. QR Pro can. While SAFC has a much easier to use interface, QR Pro does have a little bit of a learning curve, but I believe in the end it's going to be a lot more beneficial, especially for the naturally aspirated guys from 02 to 03. I necessarily wouldn't go around trying to hit people up for use QR Pros because there's not too many people that have them. I happen to stumble across mine by chance. But what you're going to want to do is come up here and we're just going to go ahead and type in perfectpower.com. And this is going to be the unit that you're going to want to get right here. This is the SMT8. This right here is actually the upgraded version of SMT6. It has a lot more features, mainly for like boost nitrous setups. It's got a 16-bit DSP processor. It's running off of a newer software which works really great from what I hear. The beautiful thing is you can actually hook an external display up to the SMT8. A lot of people don't realize that, this is a company out of South Africa and it's kind of been by the wayside, but there's a lot of different platforms that still utilize SMT8 to this day. And SMT6 worked very well for the QR, for the people that actually, invested the money into it. If I was going to do anything, I would definitely go with SMT8 just because of the fact that when you look at the price point of SMT8, and we'll pull this up real here. Okay, $323, and you can get the software. It's free. There's no licensing or anything like that. And then you just got to get the USB cable, which isn't included, but it's relatively inexpensive to get. It's like a couple bucks. And then you just have it shipped to your house. Takes them about a week. Comes DHL. It was a really easy transaction. They did mess up on my harness. They didn't send me a USB harness for my SMT6, so they sent me over another harness with the USB connection. This right here, in fact, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and show the rat's nest. Give me 1 second. So this right here is the USB cable that isn't included with the original QR Pro. This is what allows you to connect it to the computer. It's going over 232 right into a USB port. You see this right here is the QR Pro unit. Bought it used, a little beat up, but hey, it works. And to power it, it's connected to a 12-volt Radio Shack battery. So this concludes the demonstration of QR Pro. Hopefully you guys have definitely learned something new. I'm going to go ahead and upload this to YouTube and post it on B15U. Until then, you guys take it easy, and you'll definitely be seeing some dyno results coming up shortly in the next couple weeks.